Before I start this video, hit the subscribe button at the top, leave a comment below. I'm coming to you guys to give you guys my Love and Hip Hop review today. Love and Hip Hop was so juicy last night. It was ratchet, but it was juicy. First, we are going to talk about Carly Rae for a second. Carly Rae, girl, I love you. Even though you're 40 pushing 50, you are really trying to do this music thing. You are really trying to do it. But I'm going to commend you. You're 40 pushing 50. I saw you and your husband Benzino was on here, trying to, give you a spread in his magazine and trying to boost your career. Let's call it how I see it. Boost that career, honey. Work. This is going to get a little bit ratchet today, so stay with me. But, yeah, Carly Rae, girl bye, girl fly. But moving on. Let's move on to Rashida for a second. I love Rashida. I'm glad that she went to go see another management person because I honestly think, look, Rashida, you're boss bitch, okay? I need you to succeed, okay? I love you, okay? I'm a huge fan of you, Rashida, okay, honey? Honey girl, honey child, get it together, okay? And your husband, he needs to come in to be in agreement that we need to win. We need to put food on our table. We need to pay these bills. Let's just hustle and let's get this other management team in here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, Rashida, get that other management team, girl. You and your husband need to be on the same damn page and make this happen for me, okay? Make it happen for me. K. Michelle, I applaud you to being a woman and going to go tell Erica that Little Scrappy was messing around with with Shay, with the hoe. Let's call her how I see it. She's a hoe. Shay is a hoe. We'll get to her in a moment because I know y'all are gonna. Y'all, that's the reason why y'all are watching this video because y'all know I don't like Shay, but I'm going to continue for a moment. But I commend you for doing that, and I can't wait for your little EP or mixtape comes out because I am going to go get that. But moving on to the next girl. Erica, love you. I didn't really get to see you too much on this episode, but love you. You did a great job on this episode, whatever you were doing on this episode, but I love you. You weren't on the episode too much. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Moving on through. Little Scrappy. Now, when Rashida came in that studio and Shay was shaking her ass, I was like, you know what, girl, this is doing too much for me. Shay needs to take her ass, Bucky, we'll call her Bucky, needs to take her ass off of Love and Hip Hop. What are you doing on in Love and Hip Hop, Shay? You're trying to get your 15 minutes so you can get your career popping. It's not gonna happen. You're not cute. You're done. Your time has came. Your time has gone. You need to go on and sit your ass down, Shay. And number two, you need to go take that damn horse hair out of your damn ass hair, okay, girl? Because it's not looking cute, okay? Like I said again, you need to have Caesar do your hair, okay? Because this weave that you got in on this show look a pack of horse hair, okay, girl? But moving on through. But she was in there popping her ass, and I'm sitting here looking at her on the TV screen like, bitch. Like, I know you got a good looking body. You do have a great looking body, Bucky. No offense. You do have a great looking body. I love your body, but let's keep it real. You don't need to be shaking your ass in the studio when Little Scrappy's sitting there playing his song, shaking your ass and things. No, it's not cute. I'm gonna need you to move on and take your ass off of Love and Hip Hop. Moving on through. So then Rashida comes in, does the song, and she's like, what is going on with you and Shay? And she's like, yeah, Rashida's like, what are you doing? What's going on with you and Shay? And he was like, no, that's just the homie. That's just the homie. That's just the homie. That's just the homie. Me and Shay are cool. We just homies. We just cool. Like, I'm sitting there looking like, bullshit. You're fucking Shay. Like, let's call it how I see it. I'm gonna keep it real. If y'all know how I am and y'all know how I roll, I keep it real. You're fucking her and you're screwing her, and let's just call it how I see it. That's why, okay? You don't want to be with Erica because you like fucking Shay. Let's call it how I see it. I'm going to keep it real. This is going to be a little bit ratchet, but I'm going to keep it real. So I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm like, you know what? This is just too much for me. So then, when they went to the little, mixtape party or whatever you want to call it, Shay decides to roll up in a yellow dress, come in with Little Scrappy with a yellow dress on, and I'm sitting here looking like, no, that's not cute. It's not hot. Take that shit off. Take your ass and take your ass back home. Okay, Shay? You're not cute. You're just not cute. That yellow dress was not cute at all. But moving on through. So then, Rashida gets on stage. She started whipping her hair, performing. I'm like, yes, Rashida. Yes, Rashida. Rashida is getting it for me. Okay, honey? That's the reason why I watched this show. It's for Rashida. But she was sitting there, performing with Little Scrappy, whipping her hair. And I'm like, you better get it, Rashida, with that long, beautiful hair, girl. Long, beautiful hair, girl. You better flip it. Okay? So I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then K. Michelle's like, should I say something? I was like, yes, you should, K. Michelle. Say something, K. Michelle. Say something. Because Shay, let me tell you something. She's not, well, let me say this. Shay is about that life. She is about that life. But I will say this. I think Erica can whoop Shay's ass. That's just my opinion. I think she could whoop her ass. That's just me. Okay? Here or there. But moving on through and taking it on through. Then we get to the little therapy session with Mimi and Stevie J. No, hold on. Make a correction. Stevie, Moxie, Stevie. That's how Jocelyn talks. But moving on through. So we get to this therapy session where Stevie J are there, and they invited Jocelyn's ass. And I'm sitting here thinking, hold on, wait a minute. Mimi, you gonna let this bitch come in a therapy session with y'all? Oh, hell no. Because if it was me, earrings and things and shoes and stilettos would have came off and I would have whooped her ass. But that's just me. Okay, y'all? Y'all know how I roll, because that's just me. But I'm sitting here thinking on the top of my head, like, Mimi, I was like, I get why you doing this, because you want to see, you about to watch this shit self-destruct. Okay? I see why you doing this. I see why you want Stevie J to bring Jocelyn into the therapy session. I got how you was thinking, girl. I got how you was thinking, because you wanted to whoop, you wanted Joseph, which is Jocelyn, go up in there and whoop Stevie J's ass. Okay? I see how what you was trying to do, girl. So, Jocelyn comes in the therapy session, and they start talking, and then Stevie J start taking a towel and wiping her nose, and I'm sitting there looking like, oh, hell no. This is where you get up and you whoop her ass, Mimi. This is where the earrings would have came off, girl. The shoes, the stilettos would have came off, and I would have whooped her ass right in that therapy session. But that's just me. Moving on through. So then, they're at the end of the therapy session, and the therapist was like, oh, Stevie, that's just passive aggressive. You ain't supposed to be, you sitting here, you talking about you want to be with Mimi, and then you over here wiping her nose, wiping Joseph's nose, and then you sit here like, I'm sitting here like, girl, let me be up in there. I'm going to get my life, okay? I will get my life, okay? So then Mimi was like, so me and Stevie are staying in the same house together. And that's when you saw Joseph get over there and start swinging on Stevie. He was swinging on Stevie, okay? He was swinging on Stevie. And then you saw Mona Scott come in through. Mona Scott, honey. Boo-boo, come here. Let's take this up close, boo-boo. Mona. Girl, I saw you on this episode, Mona. I saw that you was coming on through, trying to break up that fight between Joseph and Stevie. I was like, Mona, girl, you gonna get your little 15 minutes and get on this episode, girl? Get your 15 minutes, Mona. I love it, girl. But moving on through. So they're sitting there fighting, and then Mimi is sitting there looking at him like, oh, hell no. So she decided to get her ass up and move, and then go sit in the chair, and then Joseph sitting there talking about, let me go. I'm sitting here looking at this shit like, oh, hell no. Joseph got up and fight, okay? Joseph then went up there and got hard, okay? Joseph thought he was going to whoop. He was whooping Stevie J ass, okay? He was, Joseph. So I was just sitting there looking like, oh, okay, run me on through. So y'all just being plain out ratchet for me today. So then uh, then after the fight is still going on, you know, Mimi sitting on the chair talking about, I fucking knew it, I fucking knew it, and she was just sitting there cursing and things of that nature. I was like, Mimi, you was a smart bitch, okay? You are a smart bitch, okay? Because if that was me, I would have did the same thing too, honey. I would have did the same damn thing too. I would have set Joseph up and just to say that same thing, but I would have whooped Joseph's ass though. But that's just me. But I was like, you know, this is just really. And then Carly Rae and uh, Joseph met up, and then they was talking about Benzino and all this other stuff, and I was just like, girl, bye, girl, fly, okay? But I was really listening to the fight though, because I was really like to be like, girl, Joseph, all right, Joseph, you better get up there and whoop Stevie J's ass. But yes, that it was crazy. Love and Hip Hop is probably going to get ratchet. I can't wait for the reunion because I really want to see what's going to happen. I know there's probably going to be some fight between Lil Scrappy at the reunion, and there's probably K Michelle and Rashida are probably going to get into it at the reunion over the stuff that she's been saying about Memphis. So we'll see. But this concludes my Love and Hip Hop review. The ratchetness continues. Hit that subscribe button at the top. Leave a comment below, you guys, and let me know what you guys are feeling about Love and Hip Hop. Bye-bye.